Hello everyone. How are you? This is Kay. Good to see you again. Okay, sorry. Today I was a bit delayed because there was some system error was happening before I started the YouTube. But seems now it's working. So yeah, good to see you everyone. Happy Easter. And I hope you're having a great Friday today. This is 29th of March, 2024, Friday. So happy Friday, happy Easter to everyone. So yeah, my throat condition is not still good. So I think I will do some shorter live stream, maybe 30 minutes or so today as well. But I hope you will enjoy the live till the end. And today, since I checked the markets already, but looks like they are quiet and ranging like a couple of hours ago. But let me screen all the charts. And if I don't really find anything interesting, then I may also look into the lower time frames and explain the candlestick patterns and also some scalping demonstrations. So yeah, let's see. Let's first check the charts. All right, let me say hi to everyone before I start. All right, principals, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you so much for hitting the like button first time. Thank you very much on this live stream. All right, Kevin, how are you? Good to see you again also, and happy Easter to you too. All right, Key also, happy Easter. Thank you for joining. All right. All right, G, good to see you too. Thanks for joining. All right, he says, what is your best Forex broker company? I have been using XM company, and it has been quite reliable. And so XM has been my main broker in Forex trading. But the regulations and rules may be different among the regions. So I always recommend you to check your own countries or regions regulations. Okay, hello Ichimoku Trader, good to see you. Thanks for joining again. And Danish, good to see you too. Thanks for joining. And Cole, good to see you too. All right, and Nadim, good to see you. Davil, thanks for joining. Happy Easter to you too. Thanks for joining. All right, and Nadim, welcome back. Yeah, 1 year, yes. Oh, been a while. Welcome back here. All right, Danish also. American markets closed today due to holidays. Right. So looks like the markets are very quiet and retracing today. But let's see, let's check some other markets. Okay, so good to see you, and Spoon, thanks for joining, and everyone, good to see you again. Okay, so now let me first check the market by trading view. Okay, so I scanned the charts a couple of hours ago, and I found there are not really trending markets. Basically, they are all retracing, but let me check again right now. As of, hold on, let me put this into UTC time zone. So this is now 2:08 p.m. UTC time zone. And let's see. So usually I check charts based on the daily and 4-hour time frames in Forex pairs on my watch list. And I look for the trending markets based on these time frames. Euro USD is still bearish to me. It's bearish because it broke the daily Kumo yesterday. And also, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, the previous support becoming resistance now. This is what I call reversal pattern, reversal. So previous support became a new resistance. So this is a typical reversal pattern that the market, I think, goes bearish. But not today. I think next week, the market goes bearish. But if the market breaks 1.0800 level, then I think the market becomes range. Then no trade. So the best scenario for Euro USD is to sell after this. If it goes bearish and breaks the P wave on the weekly chart bearish, Euro USD could be one of the best pairs next week. And target will be on the daily support, which is 1.0694, and we can expect the pips of about, let's see, potential pips of 102 pips to take. So that's a big trading room. So I think this is good pair to look for the selling opportunity. So now this is below. If you look at the 4-hour chart, it's below the Kumo, below Kijun Sen, and below Chikou span, below the candles. So in this situation, sellers are dominant over buyers. So there's also good chance that the market goes down after this. Now 4 hours showing doji candlestick. So we have to wait for the next candlestick to close below the doji. Then most likely the market goes bearish after that. This is about the price action. So yeah, sorry. Since I want to talk about the price action today, let me just focus on Euro USD and how you can possibly sell based on price action today. So I'm a trend follower by Ichimoku, so this is technically not my strategy, not how I enter trade. But if you have a good candlestick knowledge and pattern knowledges, then you can also take entry here and always calculate the risk per trade. So before I go down to the lower time frames, let me check other comments. Chris Ben, good to see you. Thanks for joining. And Chamua, good to see you too. Thanks for joining. Chris Ben says, what are your thoughts on gold price? Are we going to risk off? Gold is now range, and I don't really see any directions right now. But in the long term, I think it's bullish. But let me give you gold analysis on Sunday's weekly forecast. Okay, Lan says, Lan says, Mr. K, when I backtest on Forex Tester by your strategy, after I enter the trade, the price always go against my direction, but Kijun Sen still not flat yet. So I have no idea when to exit. So yeah, that's about exit timing, exit strategy. I have specific rules for exit strategy in terms of entry confirmations. Whenever I take entry confirmations, and once entry confirmations are invalidated, that's when I exit my trade. So let me show you how I enter my trades based on Euro USD example today. Then talk about exit timing also. Yes, Chama says, do you hedge your positions? If you do, can you put some light on it? No, I don't. I don't hedge my position, but instead I put the stop loss and calculate the risk per trade. So yeah, I used to do hedge trading, but no more because of the spread and because of slippage, and for me it was difficult to manage. So I decided not to do that, but instead use stop loss and calculate the risk per trade to take entries. So again, here's a 4-hour Euro USD. It's going down. So first, you have to check the bigger picture again. So in this market, if you zoom out all the way, this is also important. Before you look for entry opportunities, you always have to check the bigger picture in bigger time frame or bigger scale. So if you zoom out all the way, like this way, and you can see that the market has been coming down and up, and now it's down. So at the moment, this is bearish. And when exactly the market started to bearish in 4-hour time frame was exactly on this date, from the 8th of March this year, Friday, exactly from this day onwards, the market is becoming bearish because it has been marking reverse in the waves. So it has been marking reverse in the waves, so that means it's bearish. And also, if from Ichimoku viewpoint, Kumo is bearish. Kijun Sen is now flat, but the price is below Kijun Sen and Chikou span below the candles. So in this situation, sellers are dominant over buyers. So this is bearish also. Right. So that's a bearish trend. And with that in mind, if you look at the market right now, you can see that the previous support is now becoming resistance. And what's more, the previous support is not only here, but also there were multiple supports in this area. In March 1st and February 28th, and also a couple of supports on 22nd February. So this, you can see that this support level is really strong. And it broke. It broke the support on the 28th of March at 2 p.m. UTC. Exactly on this candlestick, broke the support. And now it's coming back. So that means there is a higher chance that the price goes bearish from this way. Right? I hope that makes sense so far. So this is about Ichimoku and also the lines and also this wave analysis so far. Yeah, just hold on. Okay. My throat is getting better than yesterday, but still, I got this itchiness. So, yeah, I think I will just do the live a bit shorter time today. But this is how I view market overall in terms of this 4-hour time frame. And based on this, I create the plans to trade. So in this situation, I never buy. I only look for the selling opportunities. So if that means even if the lower time frame becomes bullish, I never buy. I wait until the lower time frame becomes bearish and take entry to sell. As a trend follower, I always follow the trend direction. And I have my own strategy called KTS, K trading strategy. And in that strategy, I wait until Kumo to be down, Kijun Sen to be down, and the Chikou span below the candles to sell. That's the best scenario for me, based on my strategy. But today, since markets are all ranging and quiet, I wanted to talk about something additional about the price action. So please do not get confused. Today, I'm not really showing KTS, but I'm showing the price action and also potential entry and exit based on price actions. Because this knowledge is really important. Before I master Ichimoku, I master price action. So yeah, price action has been also my field, my profession. Okay, Spoon says, I took a sell on Euro USD today, but had to exit after 5-minute bullish N wave. Yeah. If you see bullish N wave, then yeah, it may be good to exit with a small risk, small drawdown. And never lose big is also very important. Yeah, never lose big. If you lose, let's say, 10%, that's already too big. You better stop trading and you have to look back your own strategy. Oh, regarding that, Jason K says, what is your daily risk limit or weekly risk limit? I have daily or weekly risk limit to be 6%. Well, I mean weekly risk limit to be 6%. If I go over 6%, then I'm not gonna trade on that week. Yeah, because if I got like 6% drawdown, then there must be something wrong. That's a sign that there must be something wrong. It's either the market is not fitting my strategy or my psychology is not, healthy. So whatever reasons it may be, if I get like 6% drawdown, for sure I will stop trading and yeah, back test, or I will, you know, take some breaks, maybe a couple of days or even a couple of weeks, and come back after that. Okay. Okay, so gold, I think it's bullish, but let me explain that on Sunday's weekly forecast. Okay, hello Oli, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Okay, Y says, hi K, how can we know what is strong resistance or support level when we take a trade? So in this case, this is the strong support level because there are multiple touches previously. In this case, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6 touches. 5 or 6 touches, so this support level is really strong. But sometimes you see only one touch, and that is not really strong as compared to this support level. So you can tell whether it's strong or not by checking how many touches it has on the same level. That's one way to do. Hello Gabrielle, good to see you. Thanks for joining. So yeah, today I am not really talking about the KTS, my strategy, but then I'm talking more about the price action and how I view the markets based on that. So again, the previous support is now becoming resistance. So I'm looking for the selling opportunity, let's say. Then if I only look at the 4-hour time frame, there is no clue in terms of when to pinpoint to enter the trade. I mean, I can enter trade right now. I can enter trade right now without looking at the lower time frames and expect the price to go down because it's bearish. Let me just take out the yellow line because it may be confusing. Yeah, I can do that, but I want to be more specific. I want to pinpoint exactly on what spot to exit, to enter trades. Like a sniper, you know. So that's why I look at the lower time frames. And my entries are based on the 5-minute time frame. So let me look into the 5-minute now. In 5-minute chart, I don't look at Ichimoku because Ichimoku is too tricky in the lower time frames. So I don't use Ichimoku. So let me just cancel Ichimoku first. Then I check I see the 5-minute chart like this. Okay, so if you see the 5-minute like this, then do you think this is bullish, bearish, or range? What do you think? If I zoom out all the way like this way on M5, do you think M5 is now bullish or bearish or range? What do you think? If you can type your answer in the chat, that would be great. In the meantime, let me just take some throat, tea. So I will be right back in like 1 minute. Okay, now I'm back. All right, and I start to see some answers now. All right, hello Winstocks, good to see you. Yeah, my throat condition is not perfect yet, but it's getting better. Yes. I just bought the Manuka honey today, so let's see if it works. Okay, so do you think this is bullish, bearish, or range? Of course, this is an open question, so depends on how you view the market. It may be different, but in general, I just wanted to hear your thoughts on this. That's why. Okay, I see bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, range, bullish. Okay. Gabriel says it is doing a retest on support level, but if successful, it is still bearish. Okay. Says bearish unless it breaks around 1.082 area. 1.082. So that's 1.082 is up here. Okay. Right, around this area. Okay. So on this resistance. Yeah. Unless it breaks that level, you think it's bearish. Okay. Okay. Okay, Salamanca says bullish secondary to outside bar breakout. Okay, okay. Okay, it's a pullback. Okay, Principal says lower high, lower low, so bearish, I guess. Okay, bearish. Okay, okay, good. Thank you very much for your answers. So yeah, it depends on how you view the market, whether you see the market waves from here, or in the bigger picture, you see the market waves from here. So like this, we have all different views among the markets. And that's something I wanted to show here in this question. Some think this is bullish, some think it's bearish, some think it's range. So it depends on how you view the market. The direction or the bias is different. But we have to set our view in the same direction. Otherwise, you may not be able to fit my strategy and the way I view the market. So in this case, now this is, to me, it's range, first of all, because right here is now it's consolidating, and this is in a P wave. I'm only looking at this small picture here, but for me this is now range. Of course, in the bigger picture, it's been bearish, and in the in the midterm, from here it's bullish in the waves. It's bullish, and exactly from here, P wave and range. So to me, I say that this is range. And overall also, it has been up and down, up and down, and up. And this bullish momentum here broke the previous resistances. And even it actually reached to the second previous high here. So to me, from that reason also, this is now becoming range. So we want to know which way the market breaks the P wave. And most likely, it breaks bearish because of what we saw earlier based on the 4-hour. So P wave breakout can be one of your entry timings based on this wave. And after P wave breakout, the market may go bearish continuously. So that's one of the ways to enter the market based on the 5-minute chart. In that case, you put the stop loss above the P wave and enter trade at the breakout. So this is going to be your stop loss, and this is your sell position. Like this. I will zoom in and look into more details about the candlesticks, but overall it's like this. Okay, Y says I got noticed that when 1 hour time frame is too thin and closed with the resistance, it's always retraced. Is it true? Not always, but yeah, it's possible when Kumo is too thin, right? You mean 1 hour time frame Kumo is too thin, then that's overbought. So usually the market retraces. Because it's overbought, because it's overheated, sometimes the market breaks the resistances and keeps going. But yeah, on other times, it will be exactly resisted and retrace. Okay. Dean says, hi Sensei K, can you tell about the Ichimoku Keifu strategy? Thank you. In terms of Keifu, I will be introducing in KTS Academy. So you can welcome to join. Keifu is actually Ichimoku candlestick patterns. And it captures the trend continuation and trend reversal. Okay, how can we forecast the market going to break the resistance or not? We cannot really. We cannot tell. Unless you see the breakout, you cannot. Okay, Nadim says, hi sir, I have been trading for 5 years now. Every time I deposit dollars in my account, it gets washed. I don't need to train. Please tell me. Yeah, you have to first find the trustable strategy in the long term. I think you better backtest and I think learn about the price action, basics of Ichimoku. Those are very important. If you keep losing, as you keep adding more deposit. Winstock says, which time frame is the best choice for price action? For price action, I think you can use it on any time frames. Even 5 minute, I use price action. Even 1 minute time frame, I use price action too. So it's available in any time frames, in my opinion. Okay, so let me now go ahead and zoom in. So let's look into the P wave and see how the candlestick is forming within the P wave. And we may also have a clue of which way the P wave potentially breaks. So we are looking at the selling opportunity. And now 5 minutes is now forming the P wave. And now it's about to break. And okay, so when I look at this, the P wave breakout is, I think, really nice, one of the entry opportunities, because not only the P wave breakout, but also here you can see the inside bar. Let me zoom in case you have access from mobile or phone, the candlestick may be too small. So by doing this, maybe you can see all the candlesticks. So I just noticed that there is also inside and outside structure. I did the video series Sakata Goho. So if you haven't watched that yet, please do, because basically I'm using Sakata Goho price action theories. So this is called the inside and outside bar. This candlestick's high and low has been engulfing all these candlesticks. And now it's about to break. Yeah, when you see this candlestick, you may think it already broke, but actually it's not, because this is the 5 minute time frame and it's not closed yet. It takes another 1 minute and 18 seconds to close. So now looks like it's breaking, but if you wait for another 1 minute, then it may close as bullish bar, for example. And there might be a long wick like this. When you see when the candlestick closes like this with a bullish bar in the next 1 minute, then most likely the market goes up to the resistance of the P wave. So here we have to be careful waiting for the candlestick close. Careful and patient to wait for the candlestick close to be below the P wave, below the inside, to be able to sell. I hope that makes sense also. And this is also how I pinpoint the entry timing, by waiting for the candlestick close on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, Gabriel says, if the 5 minute or 1 minute retraces from your direction, when do you decide to enter again? Oh yeah, so that will be when the market retraces like this, then so this is bearish to me. So whenever I see any kind of bearish confirmations, I would enter again. Bearish confirmations from the price action in this case, I enter again. So now that the candlestick closed below the P wave and below the inside outside, this is a very good entry point. So if we enter trade right now on 1.07942, the stop loss will be above the double top. Stop loss will be above here, and it's going to be 10 pips, 11 pips of stop loss, which is quite tight. Okay, let me cancel the message. So again, if you enter sell now, then this is your stop loss. 10 pips, 11 pips is a bit too tight for the stop loss, but it's reasonable because here 1.0801 was the 4-hour reversal. The previous resistances, previous support became resistances. So we're expecting the price to go down after the resistance on the 4-hour time frame. And this is exactly how you pinpoint the sell opportunity on the 5-minute time frame. So there are supports here or here, but in this case, you don't have to wait for these supports to break because P wave and inside outside breakout is good reasons to sell. And also, if you can sell near the resistance, your stop loss becomes smaller, and you can actually have a bigger chance to win the profits this way. And usually to stop loss, I take 2% risk. 2% of my account balance, I take entry. So that's how I usually set up my trade. In addition to this, I also use some indicators like Bollinger Band, Stochastic, and I teach those strategies in KTS Academy or GTS. But basically, I see the markets like this in price actions and decide whether I enter trades or not. So that was one example of how I check the higher time frame and also M5 to pinpoint the entry opportunities. Okay, let's see. H. Salamanca says, Dear Master, how can we use volume to confirm the direction of the price action? Is it worthwhile? I don't use volume, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't use volume indicators. And the reason is because I'm doing Forex. Maybe volume may be important in stock markets or cryptos, but in Forex, I don't usually refer to volumes. Okay, NJ says, but if you put your stop loss above the double top, don't you become liquidity? No, it's not. This is reasonable to put the stop loss above here, because again, in the bigger picture, again in the 4-hour time frame, we were seeing that the previous supports are now becoming resistance. Even if I zoom out all the way, then these previous supports are now becoming resistance. So by trusting that, you enter trade. But if this is broken bullish, you better exit the trade. That's a trade plan. That's a scenario. Oops, hold on. Let me move up this comment. Yeah. So that's why you better exit once the market breaks the stop loss, because after that, most likely the market ranges or retraces. Yeah. So here we are talking about the selling opportunity because of this structure. And I'm showing this as an example of how I view the markets in multiple time frames today. So again, coming back to the 5-minute, after P wave breakout, let's see how it behaves. After P wave breakout, my expectation is that, I don't always expect the price to go down towards my direction all the way. I never expect that, but instead, all the markets go in waves, So there has to be retracement. There has to be retracement on the way to be bearish down. So possible retracement could be, let's say, the market touches the next support, then bounce, right? Bounce, and goes up to here, goes up to the support of this engulfing, then goes bearish. That's one of the scenarios for this retracement. Yeah. Or the market may break the support and it will be reacted by the second support, because on this second support there's also previous resistance. So it may be supported and goes up to here, or goes up to all the way here and goes bearish. But either way, this is bearish to me in the bigger picture. So however the market moves, however the market retraces on M5, I don't really care. I care only when the market breaks the stop loss. That should be your exit for sure. Yeah, I hope that makes sense also to everyone. Okay, Beautiful says, why don't you use Ichimoku on M5, M15? Oh, because M5, M15 are too low time frames to apply Ichimoku, so I don't use them. I used to use some of the Ichimoku strategies like Chikou span breakout or Kumo breakout, but for the last 1 year or 2 years, it has been quite tricky and giving me some fake signals. So I don't use Ichimoku anymore in the lower time frames. Okay, Setting says 5-minute chart, there is RSI divergence on the chart. Does it mean anything? Could there be a sell signal below 1.0794? 1.0794, the sell after this, I think the selling opportunity would be once the price breaks the next support, 1.0793. Yeah, in RSI divergence, you may see that, but since this is bearish, you only take divergences to sell. Even if it divergence to buy, it may be fake. So I don't usually take divergence to buy when it's bearish. Well, in this case, again, this is not trend follow. This is not KTS. So I may be wrong. But when it's trending as per KTS with my strategy, then I don't trust these buying signals. Even if it's divergence, I don't trust it because most likely it continues bearish. Okay. Yeah, and Jade, you're welcome. Okay, my throat is now hurting, so I think I'll finish in few minutes. Okay. Chama says, why not put a stop loss in the upside trend line of the P wave? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. So, right. So that means, so I said that I put the stop loss above the double top, but why not, let's say here, for example? The reason is because this is too narrow. If you put the stop loss here, that would be only 5 pips, 6 pips or so. To be precise, if you enter sell here, then above, this engulfing is only 6 pips of stop loss, which is too tight. You know, spread may take out the stop loss. in Forex, when you buy, the broker takes spread when you execute the trade. But when you sell, the broker takes the spread when you exit on the stop loss. So when you sell, when you press the sell button on Forex, your execution will be exactly on the closing price. But the spread may be 1 or 2 pips, or sometimes it goes more than 2 pips, right? So in that case, your stop loss is here, but when the price goes up to like 3 pips or so, let's say to here, then you will be exited. Your stop loss is still above, but this is your actual exit because you pay spread here to stop loss. I hope that makes sense. When you sell, so if your stop loss is too tight like this, it's risky. The price may hit the stop loss, then the market may go down after this. So it's better to have enough buffer to stop loss every time when you enter trades. Even 11 pips to me is too small. Usually I take the stop loss of like 20 pips. So realistically speaking, if I were to enter trades now, I prefer to put the stop loss above the previous high, maybe 15 pips or even above here, even 25 pips or so. I would take the stop loss about 25 pips or so, and once the market breaks the double top, I exit manually. Yeah. So again, in terms of the exit timing, so I exit my positions based on invalidations I said. So let's say in this case, I took the trade based on the P wave breakout and also this inside-outside bar breakout. So these are, in this case, 2 entry confirmations. So my exit would be when the price retraces from here, and if it breaks P wave bullish and breaks the resistance of this inside, that could be my exit timing. Or I was seeing also double top. So, well, yeah, I say double top and there's a long wick. So we can say that there's a strong resistance barrier, resistance zone in this area. Strong resistance zone in this area up here. So if it breaks that level, that could be also your exit timing. So it depends on which entry reasons you take. And when it's invalidated, I exit my trade. And that happens before the price hit the stop loss. If I put the stop loss all the way up here, then you have enough buffer still to stop loss. And usually I risk 2% to stop loss. So let's say if I exit after the breakout of double top, because there's a strong resistance area here, I exit on double top, but still I lose 1% maybe, around 1%. And that's why my drawdown is really small every time I enter trades. But still expect the price to go down because of the 4-hour time frame reason. So I hope that makes sense. This is how I design my trade. Every time I enter trades and exit my trades with small losses, this is how I risk manage my positions. Okay, so yeah. Right. Okay, so yeah, so that's my live stream today. Oh, it's been already like 45 minutes. Time flies. Okay, so I guess I will finish like today, sorry, because my throat condition is not perfect and I think I will just take a quick rest. But I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you liked it, please press like button before you leave. And please subscribe because my goal on my YouTube is now to achieve 100k subscribers. So if you can follow me, that would be great. So again, thank you very much. I hope you have a great Easter, great weekend ahead. And I hope to see you again soon. So until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you very much.